In the intricate tapestry of my artistic journey, one thread stands out as a haunting specter, forever altering the course of my passion for drawing. The story begins with the innocent proclamation, "I don't draw on my tablet anymore." Drawing, a love affair that commenced in the corridors of childhood, blossomed into a defining aspect of my identity. Branded as the art kid since my formative years, my artistic expressions knew no bounds. From surreptitious doodles in the margins of assignments to clandestine sketches on the back of test papers, the world around me became my canvas. I reveled in stick figure wars with my best friend, transforming every available surface into a realm of artistic exploration. As the relentless march of technology ushered me into an era of boundless possibilities, I eagerly embraced the digital realm. The vast landscape of online forums and the promise of enhancing my craft through various tools beckoned. Amidst this, digital art emerged as a captivating frontier, tempting me with the allure of a new medium. The pivotal moment arrived with the acquisition of my first tablet, an unassuming device devoid of extravagant brand names or specifications. Its significance lay not in its pedigree, but in the transformative power it wielded. With a stylus in hand, I could seamlessly translate the strokes of my imagination onto a digital canvas. The intoxication of this newfound capability ensnared me, and I embarked on a journey of incessant drawing, posting, and sharing. Months elapsed in a relentless pursuit of improvement. Yet, the cruel truth struck. My artistic growth plateaued. Frustration, an unwelcome companion, settled in, birthing a tempest of self-doubt. Instead of heeding the sage advice to step back and recalibrate, I succumbed to a perilous descent into anger. Each stroke became a battleground, a war against perceived shortcomings, leading to nights of relentless sketching, erasing, and restarting. One fateful night, exhaustion reached its zenith. In the wee hours, while wrestling with a stubborn character sketch, an inexplicable occurrence shattered the thin veil between reality and imagination. As I meticulously worked on the eyes, the focal point of any character, a peculiar sensation gripped me, the feeling that the eyes were looking back at me. Dismissed initially as a trick of fatigue, this unsettling notion lingered. The eyes blinked, a revelation that defied logic and sent a shiver down my spine. In a trance, I continued, desperately trying to dismiss the eerie encounter as a figment of my imagination. The turning point came when, in a fit of rage and self-loathing, I adjusted my position and stole a glance at the canvas. The face had metamorphosed. Fear clenched my heart as I found myself locked in a silent confrontation with a visage marred by rage, disdain, and unbridled anger. It was as though the embodiment of my frustration had materialized on the digital canvas, staring back at me with malevolent intent. The ordeal crescendoed with an unrelenting shriek, emanating from the speakers, amplifying the horror of the moment. In a frantic bid to silence the cacophony, I hastily unplugged the computer, bringing an abrupt end to the nightmarish spectacle. Subsequent nights were marred by fitful sleep and recurring visions of the ghastly face. The tablet, a harbinger of the supernatural, became an unwelcome relic, eventually finding its way to a pawn shop, my desperate attempt to sever ties with the macabre creation. To this day, the memory of that face lingers, a digital specter haunting the corridors of my artistic consciousness. The once beloved tablet now rests in the annals of my past, a cautionary tale that echoes through the recesses of my mind. The joy of drawing persists, but the tablet remains untouched, a testament to the enigmatic encounter that forever altered the trajectory of my artistic pursuits. The wheels of my rig spun endlessly, caught in the inescapable loop of that accursed highway. The fog thickened, and the monstrous entities closed in, their wails echoing through the perpetual darkness. The radio, now a conduit for desperation and terror, emitted distorted cries from truckers who had met a similar fate. It was a symphony of fear, a chorus of voices lost in the void. Time lost its meaning as the truck moved forward, yet the surroundings remained unchanged, a never-ending expanse of fog-shrouded asphalt. I tried to resist the growing despair, clinging to the hope that somehow, some way, I could break free from this nightmarish cycle. The creatures became more grotesque with each pass, their features contorting in ways that defied the laws of reality. Their eyes, voids of darkness, bore into my soul, and their twisted smiles seemed to mock my futile attempts to escape. In the depths of this eternal night, I questioned my sanity. Was this a nightmare from which I couldn't wake, or had I crossed into a realm where the rules of the living no longer applied? The truck became my prison, the highway my purgatory. As the loop persisted, I tried to find patterns, signs that could lead me to an exit. But the fog obscured any semblance of landmarks, and the road stretched on, unyielding. The radio, once a lifeline, now only transmitted the anguished cries of those ensnared in the same fate. In the heart of the darkness, I glimpsed fleeting visions, ghostly apparitions of the lost souls who had traversed this haunted highway before me. Their eyes held a silent plea, a warning to turn back, but the relentless forward motion of the truck denied me that choice. The boundaries between reality and nightmare blurred, and I questioned whether I had become one of those spectral figures, condemned to roam this desolate road for eternity. The truck, once a vessel of freedom, had transformed into a chariot of doom, hurtling towards an unknown destination that existed only in the twisted fabric of this cursed reality. Days turned to nights, and nights melted into an indistinguishable darkness. The truck became a cocoon of isolation, the only constant in this ever-changing landscape of fog and shadows. The creatures, relentless in their pursuit, became an inseparable part of the perpetual loop. With each revolution, I caught glimpses of the world beyond the fog, a world that seemed both distant and unattainable. The city lights, once a beacon of hope, were now a distant memory, a mirage on the horizon. The radio, a conduit for shared fear, fell silent, leaving me alone with the haunting echoes of the creatures' wails. In the quiet moments between the unearthly growls, I pondered the nature of my existence. Was I a prisoner of the supernatural, or had I become a willing participant in this spectral dance? The fog whispered secrets that eluded comprehension, and the creature's eyes seemed to hold the answers to questions I dared not ask. As the truck rolled on, I surrendered to the inevitability of the loop. The highway, now etched into the fabric of my soul, became a labyrinth of torment. The creatures, once terrifying, became familiar companions in the desolation. In the heart of nowhere, where time lost its meaning, I embraced the madness of the haunted highway. The fog, a silent witness to my eternal journey, wrapped around me like a spectral cloak. The road, an unending ribbon of asphalt, stretched into infinity, carrying me deeper into the abyss. And so, I became a part of the lore of that accursed stretch of road, a phantom in the fog, a soul ensnared in the eternal night. The truck rumbled on, a solitary beacon in the sea of shadows, a vessel bound to the haunted highway for all eternity. In the eerie stillness of a quaint house, every night unfurls a peculiar ritual at precisely 3:33 a.m., the haunting rhythm of 3 slow knocks. Unbeknownst to its unsuspecting resident, this nightly performance marks the beginning of a surreal journey into the depths of the uncanny. At first, the protagonist dismisses the knocks as a mere neighborhood prank, a whimsical welcome to the block. However, peering through the peephole reveals an empty, orange-lit street, devoid of any mischievous culprits. The second night shatters the illusion of normalcy when the knocking returns, accompanied by a spine-chilling revelation, a distorted reflection wearing the same skin but grinning malevolently. It's not a mirrored image, but a sinister twin. Fear morphs into obsession by the third night, prompting the desperate inhabitant to confront the doppelganger. Armed with a baseball bat, they wait for the inevitable. "Let me in," the doppelganger whispers, its voice mimicking the protagonist's but bearing an otherworldly cadence. The refusal only elicits a chilling laugh echoing through the silent night. Sleep becomes an elusive luxury as the protagonist delves into folklore and paranormal realms, seeking answers. The fourth night heralds a sinister escalation. The doppelganger is not alone. A cacophony of whispered chants surrounds the house, each voice an echo of the protagonist's, warped into a chorus of impending doom. Refusing to succumb, the protagonist flees, leaving behind the haunting echoes of those eerie nights. In a dimly lit motel, haunted by flickering neon lights, they pen down their harrowing experience, perpetually haunted by the question, what if they had opened the door? This tale weaves a unique tapestry of suspense, blending the supernatural with psychological horror. The doppelgangers, the mysterious knocks, and the distorted reflections create a narrative that lingers, leaving the reader haunted by the enigma of the protagonist's experience.